Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick out 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Off play action. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? It was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
20-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
The Chiefs now at 2-5 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They get a traffic there, and that's complete. Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Yellow. 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. Attack!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Over the middle, complete. It's Herrera. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Yellow. Let's go, 80. 43. Hey, color.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go, son. 331, 330.
Fields now to throw. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right.
Touchdown, Raiders! Dante Thornton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. To the right side and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Go, little lady!
Now a handoff up the middle. Herrera. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Yellow! Yellow. Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Right side.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Big strides, look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 56 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Go on, Eddie! Listen!
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Go.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Out of the gun, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Yellow. Collect. Go now. On Sunday.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. A big play there
for KC. 49 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Chiefs, 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, it's Genty. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On the zone read, a give to Genty. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. From the gun on third down, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Will be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
At the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. It's Herrera. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow. I've got blue lady.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
I don't need to. I don't need to. There's a line.
Mahomes now to throw. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Is a turnover on down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Fields. We'll get this out to Genty. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
To throw is Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Good. 19 wins. Here we go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Justin Fields, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Easy.
Now again, right side, Pereira. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Yellow. Arcelor,
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. 2nd and 13. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Hey, 43. Yellow.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It got his man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, Lou, lady!
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Yellow! Argo, come back! 50, yellow! Attack!
Mahomes to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Herrera. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
It's 4th down.
Yellow!
Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Easy. 331.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Throwing again is Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There's the stiff arm. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
One final try for Mahomes. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome.